What's up? What's up? This is In My Circle with Ralph, also known as DJ Noise. How's everybody? And I got a good friend of mine tonight, and we're gonna get it right into it. And it is he is he is a an artist. He writes his own music, plays guitar, he sings. I mean, he does a little bit of rap. He's a multi-dimensional artist. Um, he builds houses and he does all kinds of cool stuff. So we're gonna get right into it. Miz, how you been, brother?
Doing pretty well, doing pretty well. Just made it in from the island.
Yeah, yeah. So tell me, you were telling me about this island. You got to tell me
Oh,
about
man.
this the story about this enchanted island.
All right.
We're not gonna say where it's at, but
I'll try to keep it quick because like I could talk about this all night. But so it started off. I was tubing down the river. I used to do it all the time, and I just stopped at the island. I was like, wow, this is a cool place. I should try check it out one day. Cook some hot dogs. So I came over there and I was cooking hot dogs. It got late, and I was like, I'm gonna crash out here. So I stayed the night, and I was like, man, I could probably do something out here. Nobody bothered me. So I brought a tent. Started putting some work in. Got rid of all the weeds, made it real nice. Turned it into a little chill spot. Nobody bothered me at all. So that was last summer. So this summer we kicked it up a notch, and now I have like tons of lumber out there that I find like alongside of the river in wash spots, and I get nails and hammers, and I try to build something that won't kill anyone if they go near it. And as long as they go near the third edition, not the first or second, they'll be fine, because things tend to fall apart in the beginning. But now it's a cool spot. No one bothers me, and party up out there. It's a good
nice,
time.
nice. So we're not gonna disclose the location, but you've been also been working on music.
Yes.
Tell me about the
At
couple
the island.
songs.
At the island, actually. That's why I go there, because no one bothers me, and I don't like to sing at my house and people hear me like doing that shit because it's crazy. Can I curse on here? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's.
All right, cool,
I mean,
cool. Shit.
we keep it
I got you.
classy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, all right. So I don't like doing my things because like no one hears the music. They just hear me in my room like singing, and then I'm like harmonizing, and I don't sing that great. So like it sounds better once it's recorded with effects and stuff like that. But just to have to hear me like just trying to like do a song over and over and over again. I don't know if anybody knows about that, but like for me anyway, I do every song like I'm still doing them even though they're finished. Like I just still gotta make it better. So it's like I'm constantly trying to change it, and it probably sounds terrible like doing it. So I go to the island and I can sing as loud as I want. Nobody bothers me. It's pretty cool. Bring my blow up couch right in the river.
It's your own private.
Yes.
It's
Yes,
your own
definitely.
private studio.
Yes.
Just
People already know. We can't talk about where it's at because, you know, paparazzi and insurance reasons and stuff. Can't wear sandals either, but
I don't know if Ruben had that. Can't wear sandals for insurance reasons.
yeah. So that's
Oh.
that. But yeah, I make some songs out there, and I like to get them out there, but I'm not very good with technology. So I just started TikTok recently. I'm not too sure about it because I seem to get a lot of people just like trying to sell me shit, and I don't know.
That's how it is.
Weirdo
Well, I mean,
stuff like
you got to
Pretenders.
TikTok is a really it could be a very it could be a beast,
it's
and
good.
it's a very very good thing to promote.
Yeah.
It's just you have to find the demographics and your pinpoint like age group of who you're targeting.
I haven't gotten into that yet.
And it's if you throw a little bit of this, throw a little of that, it could be really interesting. I'm still trying to navigate. What if I should? How many accounts I'm allowed to
Well,
have?
let me ask you something. There's some thing on there called promote, right? And like you pay a couple bucks and you have like a target thing. Is that legit? Like I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or not, but like
I mean, if
that
there is
work?
something through TikTok that says, it's a paid, because some of
Yeah.
these apps now, Facebook, you pay for the check, X, you pay for the check, Instagram, you pay for these checks, and then it's more like you don't have to authenticate yourself anymore because you're paying.
well, if you pay, they're saying like you pay this much and you're guaranteed to get this many views and stuff like
Well,
that.
you're also
And
guaranteed that you don't have to be, like if you have a blue check mark or if you're official, you're paying, you're a paying customer. Your credit card, your credit card payment every month basically secures. It gives you a license to say screw you on Facebook, and you're not gonna get banned.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like you're if you got a blue check on any platform, it kind of gives you the upper hand, or you're probably the upper echelon of that platform.
Okay.
Like if you see Twitter, they have, or I mean X, Twitter, whatever. You see the blue checks. That means that they're official. They're
Okay,
verified
yeah, yeah.
accounts.
Elon
And
Musk's little thing, right?
yeah, so everybody
Love that
that's
guy.
verified, they're playing either pay before you applied for a check and they approved you. It was like
A check means like you're you, right?
you're official. You're
Okay.
official or you're paying.
Officially you. Okay.
Before the check mark was like, it was a grant. It was a privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Now, any Joe Schmo can pay $20, $30 a month and say, now I got a check mark. But before it was Twitter, you applied for those check marks.
Okay.
Now
okay.
Facebook, the same thing. Before you had to have a certain amount of followers, certain amount before they give you official check mark. Now all you gotta do is pay, and then you got a check mark.
This is crazy. Yo, can you imagine like if I made it doing music, right? And then I was just thinking back at this day, like remember when we were talking about check marks, and now I'll have like people pretending to be me.
You gotta make
People
sure
will be pretending to be me
yeah,
and
much
stuff
better.
like that. Oh my god, that'd be great.
Well, it's crazy.
I
It's
love it.
crazy you say that because I was gonna interview here somebody like 2 weeks ago, right? Two weeks ago, Ruben, and a guy was a friend of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and we were DMing, talking, not DMing like sliding into DMs in any weird
The
way.
new terms, right?
Exactly.
DMing.
We were,
So weird.
we're direct messaging,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
talking to each other, and it was how he came off. It was like I was like distant from him, and I said, "Oh, we're gonna have an interview," and then he drops, "Oh, I'm gonna send you a $300. You're gonna pay it." I was like, "What?" And I said, "Ruben, what is this about? This $300?" I was like, "This must be a scam." And I said, I basically wanted proof of life. I was like, "How do you know me?" I kept on asking, and he just couldn't. And people pretended to be one of my boys.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is
I mean,
crazy.
I wasn't gonna give him $300. Me and Ruben are not gonna play. I mean, if he gets on the phone and say, "Hey, this is me for real," I mean, I'm like, "Yo, really? I'll give you $100, but I ain't give you $300."
People do a lot of work and put a lot of like thought and process into the whole
Oh.
like internet scamming and like
But
all
he-
that crap, man. It's
But I
crazy.
knew he was a fake when he came back. He was like, "Are you still there?" It's literally legitimately me. That's me in person. I was like,
But I'm
"How
gonna
do we
need
have
that
to meet in
300.
person when we already know each other?"
Yeah, right.
So his wording threw it off. So yeah, people do some weird stuff. Try to, also they got minefields of iBots now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
one
fake
person,
people completely.
one
right?
person could create 30, 40 different accounts, and they're fake, and they're all programmed to do certain things.
To respond
To go
to-
ask you about, that government grant, or the government grant for $1,500, right? That's the typical. Solar powered now.
I'm not doing nothing anybody asked me to do over there.
Instagram. I have a friend. She has one account on Instagram, and she has there's another account of her on Instagram. The Instagram is basically stole her identity, right? And is that saying I got locked up? Can you send me a gift card,
Oh yeah.
or can you send me money to my commissary?
I'm not sending nobody money when they.
And I'm
ask me.
thinking,
It's crazy.
yo, this is a dude acting like he's a girl, so he could try to get some money in his commissary. No, this mother F ain't doing this. But people try it.
You got Wi-Fi here?
I don't know. I mean, I would suppose. I don't know if we have Wi-Fi. We have
don't know
everything
Wi-Fi.
hardwired.
I just switched my SIM card into this phone and trying to like load shit up and it's not coming up. Like,
So
working.
Miz, you've been working on music. How many tracks have you been working on?
I think I got about 8 or 9 of them or something. I think 8 or 9. I think it's working now. I had to restart my phone. 8 or 9 of them, I think, that are pretty decent. And I might not have access to all of them. So that'll probably make
I know
my
last
my
last
decision
time
a lot easier.
I interviewed you, you had the guitar.
Yeah.
That was maybe almost 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, it was probably close to 3 years ago, and
That was a while back.
I've done some music like with the guitars and making all that stuff and everything, but I have arthritis really bad, and recently playing guitar just hurts my hands. So I just been like doing beats or finding free beats or however I can get it going, and I'll just burn a little bit at the island and listen to some music, and then I just let something come to me, and I just try to make it like something relatable, pretty much something that everyone can relate to. Break
No,
up
listen,
shit,
that's-
make up shit, whatever.
Listen,
Whatever it is.
any way you can get your music out, it works.
It's therapy, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
I got a baby mom song, and it's not one of my best ones. I don't know. And people may or may not like it, but I didn't get to see my kid for 2 months after that because I put it on Facebook, and she don't like it. But it's not me trashing her or anything. It's just she keeps my kid from me all the time. So it was just me like belting out like some feelings, and that's what it was. It's a pretty good song. I don't think I have a great.
You have it?
Yeah. I don't think I have a great copy of it, but I do have it on there. Let's see. This one's it's called Scorn. Let me see if it'll work. I guess if I just hit play here. I got this thing in here.
Is it
Should
playing?
it be working? Yeah, it's playing, but it's
Is
not
it playing or no? No, nothing. No sound. He's
No
gonna
sound.
check. He's gonna check. But before, while we're waiting,
We can start.
This song is out to my baby mama. Don't need to say her name, you know who you are. Gotta let the people know somehow. So I'll do it this way. Let's go. For whatever reason, baby, we have grown apart. My role to you was prince and you became a shark. My choice to walk away was solely from mistrust. What once was solid steel has turned right into rust. And every single lie and promise that was broken, my world came crashing down and now I'm slowly choking. And now you take my song without a second thought. My heart rips into two, I'm feeling terrible, yeah. Why is it so easy for you to make me so depressed? You keep pretending that you're privileged and you got high class, no. But you ain't nothing but a fucking waste of life. You ruined all these years and you will never be my wife, yeah. Yeah. I used to think that you're the woman that I love, but now it's clear that you're no angel from above. I never thought that you would ever be the one. Sadistic, narcissistic, plus you always use our son. While it's killing me, you don't see what you're doing. It also hurts our son and possibly could ruin his life, baby. His life, baby. His life, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Just feeling sad that
that's
I
not
can't see my
bad, right?
kid.
That's not bad.
And then I got I think probably the one that everyone likes the most. It's called Mental, and that one speaks for itself. Also, this one we could bump this one and turn it up if you want. Everybody loves
Tell
it.
me about this.
This is just a little bit about myself and probably everyone else that
Let's
deals
go.
with shit sometimes.
Beats, this go crazy.
Go crazy a little bit.
There's a little dark place in my head where I go when I need to put this crazy at bay. And if you got any common sense or brain in your skull, you would kindly keep your distance away. And if you catch me walking with some hop in my step, that's an indicator colored in red. Cause it's gotta be probably and obviously there's a storm brewing in my head. Baby, I'm mental, psycho and insane. I'm probably not gentle, I got crazy in my veins. Baby, I'm mental, psycho and insane. I'm probably not gentle, I got crazy in my veins. It's Best if you don't catch me on a day that I'm lost, cause I'm betting you don't like what you find. And people seem to flock to me like flames to a moth, and they're all fucking out of their minds. And you can take the words I said, believe me or no, I've been a savage since before I could walk. And not a soul can see my fucking demons inside, cause I hide it in the way I talk. Baby, I'm mental, psycho and insane. I'm probably not gentle, I got crazy in my veins. Baby, I'm mental, psycho and insane. I'm probably not gentle.
Oh, I think I heard this.
I got
This
crazy
is
in my
nice.
veins.
Yeah, I like it.
I think it's possible that I was born from the stars, cause apparently my parents are as foreign as cars. I never met nobody who was different like me, so I'm thinking I'm an alien, it's easy to see. Maybe that is why I'm overflowing with rage, and you wanna chalk it up to
listen,
me just growing with age. I don't even know where I'm going
Your
with this,
evolution as
but
an
this
artist
song is the fucking
always-
shit. Baby,
you
I'm
do this all the
mental.
You're just talking about being on an island and doing music all the time. The more you do it, I mean, listen, when
Yeah,
I
they're
first,
starting to sound better a little bit.
the more you do it, the better you're gonna be. So, I mean, this is good stuff. I mean, this is stuff you could play at a party and you'd be like, who is this? Like,
Yeah.
you'd be like, yo, this is hot. You know
I
what
got
I'm saying?
one right here. This one. That's my mental song, and then I got one I just finished like today, but like this isn't a great copy of it that I have
play
on
it.
here.
Don't play
I don't
it.
want to. I got a different
Well,
one
let's
that's got
talk-
a really cool beat, and
let's
it's like
let's talk about more of the music and more about the island.
all right, let's do it.
Let's
More
play
about
let's
the
play
music.
let's play something in the background. Just something.
Here, we'll play this one. I like this song here.
Doesn't have to be. Yeah, this one. Put it in the
That's a
background.
nice little chill one.
I did like this one.
This is a really good one. I like it too. Definitely. But that's my inspiration is the island and the peacefulness of it. Got to sit the water in the background. You just hear it the whole time. And the birds chirping. I got one bird that says Eric, Eric. That's all it says is Eric, and I love it. Like I start talking back to it, and I say Eric too. Yeah. That's just where it is.
I think. Listen, I want to get. Listen,
gotta
every
come out
time,
there,
every
man.
time,
Come
every
fishing.
time I drive by, I'm always like, yo, I'm always. What
Keep
if I just
looking
build a
now.
house
Look
out
for the
there?
fire and stuff like that. You'll see me out there. I got one burning right now. When I called you and I was like, oh shit, I got like an hour and a half to get there. So I had to like bolt off the island. So like I still got a big huge fire burning and stuff. You know, it's not like a place where you got to put fire out when you leave. Like that shit's roasting right now. I threw a tree root in there the other day. It was like the size of a punch bug. It was huge. It took me like 2 days to drag it over there from like the other side of the island. And I burnt it, and it burned from 3 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. That's how long it burned for. And the coals were hot the whole
I believe
time.
it. I believe it. I
That
believe
thing's
it.
like vicious. So it's cool. I'm going back there tonight. I'll be chilling. Because I don't think I'm going to go to work tomorrow. Because, again, I probably kind of sort of quit. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to make a list of demands before I go back.
Yeah, right.
Like, just treat me nice. Stop being a jerk. That's all I care about.
Listen, when you're working for somebody, that's all. You know, if the flexibility is not there, the pay is not there, and the boss is a jerk, what are you there for? You know what I'm saying? It's not fun.
At the end of the day, man, this guy just like totally like he shits on me all the time. And I don't know why, because like I'm one of his best workers, but like he just always wants to be like confrontational about like arguing with stuff and this and that. And I'm always fucking right. Like I Google that shit like after he leaves and I got the right answer. And I'm like, yeah, I was right. And then I'll send it to him and he won't say nothing. I'm like, yeah, see, I was right. And he's like, whatever. So he like talks to me like crap and tries to make me like belittle me all the time.
Yeah.
I just can't take it anymore. I'm not working in 105-degree weather, pissed off all day, and I'm in a good mood when I get there. And as soon as he comes up to me, he starts with that shit, and it puts me in a bad mood. I don't want to be there. I'm sorry. I'm not a person that would say like, oh, just keep your mouth shut and everybody has to deal with it. I'm not dealing with it. Okay, I'm treating people with respect. I want to get treated with respect. If that's not there, and I don't want to be there. And that's it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's not a career for me. It's landscaping. My career, you know, I don't like to drive anymore. I used to drive trucks, 8-9 years. I don't like it anymore. So that was my career, and now I'm just searching, and that's it. So we'll see
Listen,
what happens.
I think I mentioned, and I'm putting resumes back in.
Yeah.
The job I'm doing is not a career, but I've learned a little bit of stuff. but it's not like it's not something where I can see myself climbing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been there a year and a half,
And you need to.
and I haven't even done an electrical socket myself. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what electrician stuff?
I do electric, I do heating and air, I do plumbing. I'm like a maintenance tech
Okay.
for a complex.
Nice.
So I haven't done a hot water heater by myself yet. You know what I'm saying? So and I've been there a year and a half, a year and 7 months, and I haven't done air conditioning by myself. Haven't done hot water heater by myself.
Okay.
Haven't done electrical by myself. So, excuse me. So when I see like you can see the writings on the wall that they don't want to
Yeah.
teach you this stuff because they're worried about you taking a job.
Yep.
The what is it, the seniority I think would over trump what I know. Who am I? I know this, I know that. I don't have anything that says I can do the job better.
I want to throw this in here. I was just watching, I forget what it was, this interview with this guy. He gambles like ridiculously and like he's kicked out of Vegas or something. I forget his name. He's covered in tats, but he was talking about like how he got himself started in whatever he was doing. So he worked at a job and he did all this extra stuff and didn't ask for more pay. He learned everything he possibly could in this job and just kept his mouth shut. And then he went to another job and said, listen, I do all this. This is what I'm worth. Are you willing to pay for this much money? And when they say, yeah, he basically takes the job, but he doesn't. He goes back to his old company. He says, listen, I got a job offer somewhere else, and they're going to pay me X amount. I'm not asking you to beat it, just match it. So he's leveraging that job on this job, right? So now he's doing this, and then he does that again a couple years later, and he keeps leveraging himself and stays at the same company. So eventually he left, but he got himself from like, $12 an hour to like a $58,000 salary just by going to other jobs and saying, I want a job, this is what I'm worth. He already has a job, he doesn't care if they say yes or no.
Correct.
If they say yeah, he takes the job, but he doesn't actually go and start. He just brings it back to his boss and says, can you match this now? And if they do, good. He stays in the same company, he's happy. If not, he goes to the place that he has a job. So that's a good idea right there. I respect that. That's very good.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to plug in. I'm at a certain amount of money, and I'm exceeding what I'm getting paid that money.
Okay, yeah.
So I feel like, there's people doing more work or less work, and making all the money.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm the one in the 105.
Sometimes it might just come down.
105 degree weather.
It might just come down to one thing, and that's just like, if you don't say nothing sometimes. So maybe, I don't know what your situation is, but like, I know like when I need more money, I'm just like, yo, I need some more cash for this, or I gotta go check something else out. And sometimes they'll just be like, okay, you never know. But like, if you don't say nothing, then you're never gonna get it, because they're never gonna be like, hey, dude, you want some more fucking money? Nobody says that.
The thing is, what the complicated part of it is that 1 week a month I'm on call. So it doesn't enable me to do much of anything.
Yeah, you're stuck.
Exactly.
Is it 24 hours for a week? Like,
Well, it's 24 hours for a week.
yeah, phew, that's a leash right there.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it kind of dampens every single day of the month because you can't. You're trying to plan around this week,
Yeah.
but you can't because you're on call this week.
Just like 13 years ago when I used to be a drug addict, like I had to plan my days around like getting high and shit like that. I mean, I'm not like that no more, but I couldn't do anything. I was like chained to like this thing because it's like I couldn't go anywhere if I ran out of this thing that I was on. It's bad news. And, it's out of the question, but same thing. Like you're like a slave to something, and you're committed to 24 hours a day, a week straight of this bullshit, and you probably ain't even doing nothing. Like, can't do nothing else.
I don't get paid until
What
something
if?
happens.
Yep. Oh, really?
Yeah. So
You don't
that's
get like no on-call pay?
no.
Fuck that.
So
man.
that's
You gotta get some clock watching fucking money or something like that.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Throw me a
I'd say
$50 a
so.
day bone
Hell yeah.
if nothing.
For
You
real.
know what I'm saying? If
Just
nothing.
for saying I'm ready to go for 24 hours a day, like that's something. It's worth it. I'd have to. If I wanted somebody to be on call, I wouldn't feel right unless I gave them money. I'd be like, all right, bro, check it out. If I need you for like 3 days straight, it's fine. I'll give you a base pay or something like that. But like, if I need you 2 in the morning and then 7 and then 9,
If there's
you
an
gotta get the
emergency,
hell
I
over.
get like 35 an hour.
Yeah, but that don't have nothing to do with the other.
Exactly.
Fuck, man.
All
You know,
that, all
everything's
that,
everything.
everything works out to where, like, I'm just working an extra day.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm just working an extra day, and working 6 days a week instead of 5. That's basically what it is.
I mean, yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
and
Listen, they just if you're on call, you're technically not working, but like you're there and ready to go, and you have to cancel everything else, and life goes on hold. So like
Correct.
you need some money, you need some cakes and paper for that. If not, that's what I'd say.
that's what, and that's where I'm at. Like,
I want to be famous with music, so like I'm at the point where like I don't care about like if a boss is pissing me off, like he's getting tooties
See-
and that's it, because I'm done. I need to do music, or like I got to figure something else out.
see, I know. Listen,
Can't do
I know. Being famous, you know, it's like it's. I'm okay with no fame, no notoriety. Or
I'd
anything
rather
like that.
sell my music. Let's get that straight. I don't want
I
to
mean-
be singing it, but like nobody else is gonna sing it for
Well,
me.
you want
so.
you want to own your your rights and your
I
copyrights.
do, yeah,
and
but
stuff
I
like
don't
that.
even care. Like, I'm not sure about all that yet, but I do want to like take this, sell it to somebody else who's like already famous. and
Where can
give me,
they
like,
where can they buy your music?
I listen. I'm not even there yet, man. I got this stuff on like this.
You gotta
music
get your
app
you gotta
and-
you gotta get
I
your
know.
music on, so where they can buy it, man. This way, you can be.
I
Famous.
never even thought about that part yet. You know, like this is
gotta- you gotta
this is
take
my,
it-
my therapy.
This is
so
this
far,
is
but-
why we do this.
Yeah,
So you can now get inspired to take it to the next level.
yeah. Well,
Um,
maybe I got to start doing some research then, because I don't
Yeah, brother.
honestly know the first thing of it. You know, I could. Barely,
I've
like,
never
I can
put
barely send this
music
shit.
on. Yeah, I've never put any music on Amazon or YouTube, whatever,
Spotify and all that
Spotify,
shit
something like
they
that.
do.
But it's always the next time you come. That's the
Maybe next time I could
That's
say
the
that. I'll
goal.
be like, you get me on Spotify.
quick shout outs.
Me? Shout out to my moms. And shout out to my island, the bird that says Eric, and shout out to my 2 sons, Michael and Marshall. That's it.
Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my son and my beautiful daughter. Special shout out to my boy Dan Spilluto. He was a great actor, great person. We lost him tonight. My condolences to his friends and family. It was an honor to know you. And listen, if you want to hear more of Miz, let
Check
me,
me out on
you know,
Facebook, I
check him up
guess.
on Facebook.
That's what I got.
You know,
TikTok.
comment on the video, subscribe, and share. It helps grow the channel. I want to be able to bring more people, more conversations, these types of conversations to the show. So let me know what you think.
Yeah, and on Facebook, it's Arthur Conan Doyle. That's my name. It's the guy who wrote Sherlock Holmes. It's like my secret name. TikTok, I don't even know how that works. Like, I don't even know what my name is on there. Like, does it say it on here?
Things that you must come to
Like, if
accept.
I go to the profile, I'm new on TikTok. It says @Miz9039. Is that like my name or
That's
something?
it. At
Oh.
Miz9039.
Well, it's nothing
right?
special, but @Miz9039. Yeah, that's it.
It could be soon.
Look,
it could
here's
be
a picture of my
future.
couch right here. Check this shit out here.
Hold on. We gotta hold on.
Look at that couch with.
That is
umbrella.
nice. That is nice. We gotta close out the show. Until next time, this is In My Circle.
that's the
I'm Ralph, DJ Noise, and this is Miz, sponsored by HamiltonRadio.net. Check us out. And we're out. Peace.
Peace.